Guys, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy C Green. Welcome back for another episode of Mile High Bandwagon, where we're hopping on the bandwagon every week. That's just how we do it. So glad you guys are here joining us. Coming live to you every Tuesday. Falling a little bit behind today. Went on a great hike. It was so nice out. I had to go and take advantage of the day. So I won't apologize for that. No. But hey guys, thanks for joining me again. This is Mile High Bandwagon. Let's go ahead and get to that intro. Mile. Hi. Port. Bandwagon. Welcome to the Mile High Bandwagon. Come and chat with me. This the Mile High Sports Chat track for the city. From big threes to touchdowns, I'm talking hat tricks. If it's a competition, that's probably where I'm at. This the Mile High Bandwagon. Find me on Shady Sports Network. Like, subscribe. This the Mile High Bandwagon. Follow, like, subscribe. Follow, like, subscribe. Shady Sports Network. Follow, like, subscribe. What's good, everyone? Welcome back. Another Tuesday edition of the Mile High Bandwagon. You know how we do it over here. We're just trying to catch you up with all the trending topics, mostly in Denver, but we're jumping on everything, man. If it's something trending, it's something big, we're probably going to be talking about it, or I'm probably going to be talking about it. Hopefully I'll have someone on with me. Still getting used to doing the show by myself. It's fun. Just keep it moving. But anyway, with the NFL done, really rolling over, got the NBA season jumping off, just had All-Star weekend. I haven't really been able to follow hockey lately, so I don't know what's going on. Update me with that. But we'll go ahead and talk about the Broncos. There's a little bit of news, so we'll get to it. There's always Bronco news to talk about. If you're out here in Denver, I mean, they're still top dogs, even though they haven't been winning for a few years. They still keep our attention. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in their world. First off, I didn't talk about this last week, but I just wanted to say congratulations to Randy Gradishar. I know, it's been a long time coming to get him in the Hall of Fame. So that was great to finally see that happen. See them showing, Denver teams love. As we know, they don't like to show Denver teams love in the Hall of Fame. So that was really good to see. Also, some other news around there. Justin Simmons was named as an honorary captain for the HBCU game. So that's really, really cool. I'll have to get the link for that story posted up for you guys. I think I saw that on ESPN. But I just saw it again on their Twitter page. I was just going on their page to see, like, oh, what are we going to talk about? What's trending right now? And, the biggest thing that's trending, on X in general, my bad, not Twitter, on X in general, is Russell Wilson. So that'll be something cool. Kind of touch on that. There's a couple things, but there's a couple of birthdays. Simon Fletcher, Ring of Famer, Denver Broncos Ring of Famers. Happy birthday! His birthday was 2 days ago, I believe. And we also have Baron Browning, current linebacker. Happy birthday! And Thomas Nkoum. I don't know much about this guy, but hopefully I'll learn a lot about him. Looks like one of the newer guys in the defense. So, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. But yeah, like I said, the one thing trending, once you go into X, I think the number one trending top, at least on sports, it says, is Russell Wilson, 3,641 posts. And one of those posts is, would you want Russell Wilson back as a Denver Bronco? I don't know. That one caught my eye. I thought that one was funny because, not funny necessarily, but it's what everyone's been talking about since the season ended. It seems like Russell Wilson's pretty much gone. I know there's reports about him showing his home. He hasn't listed it on the market yet, but he is having people come and check his house out. So it sounds like he is pretty much on his way out, but you never know. Like, it could be him trying to put pressure on the Broncos to kind of not restructure his contract. And then, so I just went through some of the comments on that. Let me see which ones I have. I thought I'd be able to see it on the screen. Let me pull it up really quick, because I thought some of those comments were pretty funny about it. You see a mixed reaction. A lot of people do want him back, but a lot of people are just like, Maybe, maybe not. Like Chicano biker, not a chance. Did you want him? Did not want him here from the beginning, done exactly like I thought he would. Ryan Cahill, right above that, yes, with a rookie quarterback under the wings of Russell. So I mean, it's definitely all over the place. This one right here was pretty. I thought it was pretty interesting. Respectfully, oh, Dr. Von Dumerville at Dr. Von Dumerville next. Respectfully, no. He's too easy to defend now. Just guard the sides, and then you look at the picture. It just kind of shows Russell Wilson's heat map, and most of his throws are to the outsides. He doesn't, look towards the middle that often. So, and I mean, I'm not gonna say why that. We can kind of see why that is, but you know, uh, I think there's other quarterbacks the same height as Russell Wilson that are out there and throwing across the middle of the field. Drew Brees made his bread and butter across the middle of the field. But yeah, just some of these comments I just thought was hilarious. Let me see this one right here. Russ is not the guy, but the cap hit is insane. Bring him back to mentor a rookie QB for one season and then cut him. So I mean, I feel like people are kind of seeing the same things that I feel like I've been saying and people I've been talking to have been saying lately. You I mean, if you keep him, you might as well keep him. There's no one as there's no one better than Russ out there, um, that you're gonna be able to bring in. So why not just keep him here? Have him mentor, a younger QB. Russ is also at the Oh, well, let me back up before I jump into that. I was gonna say he's at the All Star Weekend. That was a story in itself. But anyway, Chad Ochocinco came out, and I thought I had the graphic for this. But anyway, he says that Russell Wilson is going to join the Steelers next season. It's a little birdie told me, and I said this many shows ago. Russell Wilson's coming over to the Steelers. And I mean that's being posted everywhere on social medias right now. As the number one trending topic, Chad Ochocinco saying that Russell Wilson was going to the Steelers. So I mean I don't know how accurate that is. I feel like a week ago I was seeing comments that Justin Fields was going to the Steelers. And yesterday I saw that it was either Fields, Russell Wilson, or Ryan Tannehill going over there to challenge Kenny Pickett. So who knows where Russell Wilson will end up. I will say that if he does come back, I don't have a problem with that at all. Like I said, if he come back to mentor a younger player, then albeit, man, because there's no one else that's gonna be better or they're gonna be as good as him. So why not just keep that money instead of spending the money? We just gotta start, man. We gotta start stockpiling. We gotta stockpile, money. We gotta stockpile picks. We gotta get players in here. Because you can't just, we're paying out what, three coaches right now. You can't just keep paying out all this stuff and expect to have a solid team on the field. It isn't working, man. I just saw one of the AFL teams, the Georgia team, they're holding tryouts a week before training camp. I mean, like I don't know, man. I understand, they know they're gonna make their money regardless, but we want to see a good product, man. Put some young players out there, build them up. We want to see what they can do, man. I don't know, but we'll say this. Hold on, I'm trying to check to see how my Instagram's going. Russell Wilson was there with Baby Future at the All Star game, like I was jumping into earlier, and then he just had a couple of you see posts all over from that. He had pictures with I think in this is LeBron, KD, Giannis, and Dame. Oh, by the way, Dame went off in the All Star game. But anyway, yeah, and Russ had Steph Curry out there giving Baby Future lessons, and just the comments on that. If you want a good I don't know. The world's crazy, man. I think he's doing a great job. He's the stepdad, unfortunately, in that situation, and he's not backing down. He's doing one of the best jobs that could be done. So props to him. I just think it's crazy. That's what blew up the internet. But moving on, yeah. Speaking of the All Star game, let me just jump over some bad.
He's on fire!
He is on fire. Oh shoot, it's got some crazy news from my other job. But anyway, man, Joker held it down again, sixth time in the NBA All Star game. I think his stats were somewhere. It wasn't, something crazy, but he still showed up and did what he does best, and that's not play defense like the rest of them. So he had like a 400-point All-Star game. But he still came out there and did something. I think there was a post he was talking about Luka, how Luka couldn't play like that, and that it wasn't a good look for the NBA. I think it's maybe so more so just talking trash because he was out there essentially doing the same thing. Dang, I had all these overlays loaded up, and I guess they just didn't want to load. Quickly, we had some birthdays. Happy birthday to Joker. His birthday was yesterday, I believe it was. And then KCP. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday. I did have some photos of Joker from the All-Star game, but I mean, I guess they're not posted. I'll get them up there. If you want to see them, you can go check out the Nuggets X page. You'll be able to see those photos up there. Let me see where I have my stats at, man. It wasn't crazy. It was like 13 points. There we go. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals. It's the All-Star game. He scored something. Let's see. What these guys are saying. There's a story that came out on denversports.com. Just says Nikolai Jokic. If Luka gets pissed in Dallas, he can come over to Denver. When does this come out? Let's see. This came out today, this morning at 11. And I guess they just I did see this interview on the Nuggets page with Joker, so I guess this might have come from that. But yeah, I mean, it's just basically just talking about their friendship, their history together. Everyone knows that the Heat's big three of LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh got together in 2010 after the three bonded during the 2008 Olympics. Could something similar have happened with a future star pairing during the 2024 All-Star game? I don't know if you guys saw that. I didn't watch the All-Star game. I watched like the 3-point contest and the skills competition, but it was garbage. I didn't feel like wasting my time, whatever. But anyway, there was that one play where they took the ball down the court, Joker and Luka, and the ball didn't touch the ground the entire time they took it down the court. So that's pretty cool. They do have really, really great chemistry. But going on with this, Nikolai Jokic and Luka Doncic off-court kinship has long been known, with the two Balkan brothers breaking bread during the bubble, then one come to the other's birthday party, and all the while sharing much mutual respect. The usual All-Star weekend bromance stepped up another level in Indy over the weekend. Doncic gave Joker a big hug when he first saw him in the locker room. Joker returned the favor by dumping water on Joker during his media availability. The two then combined forces to get Steph Curry dunked on, but not before having the cutest little time during practice. Blah, blah, blah. It goes on and on. But basically, it's just talking about the chemistry that they had. And it would be cool to see. I'll take them over here. But Luka signed through 2026-27 season. That doesn't matter much in an NBA where the last 13 months, Dame Lillard requested a trade in Portland before a Supermax contract extension even kicked in. Kevin Durant's trade request with several years left on his contract was honored as well. The Nuggets do not have any draft picks to make such a move. They can't trade any first round picks until draft night this summer, when they can just deal this year's first. They won't be able to touch the new first that comes available to them 7 years out, since a new CBA rule stipulates second apron luxury tax teams such as the Nuggets cannot deal that selection until going under the tax. Meanwhile, the Mavericks might have even less than the Nuggets going into the future, and that's what makes Jokic's quote somewhat serious, even if it was a joke. It's never quite clear how serious he's being. I mean, I would love to see that happen. I say if he come here, I don't think he's gonna get any MVPs though. That's just the thing. I don't know how that will work, but I will take it. Bring him here for sure. Nah, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, that was a big highlight on the Nuggets. All-Star game, Dame won the 3-point contest and was MVP of the All-Star game. It was like 11 to 26 from 3-point line. Just went off. That was crazy, and it's good to see him in his first start in an All-Star game, which is surreal. But then you think about it, him coming from the West, where it's just jam-packed. So that's just what it is, I guess, man. Couple other stories. Let's see. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? What do you think about Luca coming to Denver? Would you welcome that? Would you not want it? You know, we haven't really had too much star power in Denver. I'd say since what Melo and AI were together. I don't know, man. I think that'd be amazing. It'd be good to see. Although we're doing great as well right now, you know. So I don't think anything else would necessarily. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Oh, dang. Let me see. Let me see. But yeah, man, let's see what else is going on by way of the Nuggets world. What are you guys doing, man? You guys out there, you know, holler at me. Let me know what's going on in your world. I mean, like I told you, I don't really. I'm trying to. Oh, you know, I got the Marshall's Law kicking off. You know, I think we're on like episode 6 of that. I think episode 5 is dropping tonight actually. So, I've been trying to stay on top with that. So that's been pretty good. You can catch that right after this actually at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So, be sure to check in for some alt football, some AFL football. Let's see if I can get some banners for it up there. But yeah, that'll be coming on same channel, shadysportsnetwork.com at shadysportsnet, Shady Sports Network on Facebook. Or you can go to at 303 Bandwagon, my ex, and you can pull it up there. But that's every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So usually right after this show. And then this episode we're gonna be with the head dance coach. So that's a really cool episode. We're starting to ramp up. I know next week we'll have the quarterback room on there, and that was a great conversation talking to those guys. And as we get closer to the season, we're gonna have more positional players, more players on there, and then just kind of start touching towards the season, going over games, and that'll be fun because they've still got football going. So then I'll have more stuff to come out here and talk to you guys about. Hopefully you'll be following the AFL Arena Football League, you know, even following the UFL, the Outdoor Spring League, you know, coming from the XFL and the USFL. I'll be talking that a lot more as that comes. I try to talk basketball, but I mean, there's just so many games, man. I'm not catching these games like I should be to be able to talk about them and be able to really say what's going on. Um, you know, right before the All-Star break, the Nuggets lost to the Kings, 102-98. You know, but it's kind of hard to judge how the season is because now is the time where you really look at it and say, okay, well, you guys got to ramp it up. You know what I mean? We're getting close to the playoffs. You really got to start to sit down and really figure out their bench. Everything I'm hearing is, you know, they don't have the depth. They don't have the depth level that they've had last year. They don't have the bench that they had last year. You know, beyond Reggie Jackson at the 6, who do they have? You know, Schroeder. I think Braun, what was his name? Brown. I think he at the bottom of the bench right now. You know, so they just don't have those solid bench players. They don't have that Bruce Brown, you know, coming in. KCP smashing, he's doing great, but they just really need to figure out who's really gonna step it up as they get closer to the playoffs. And I think there's only what, like 21 games left. So with that, you know, it's winding down. So it is crunch time. So maybe I will try to pay attention a bit more. But like I said, I just don't catch the basketball games as often. I don't, man. I try to catch up on the highlights for them and see, but you know, like it's just so many of them. Oh yeah, just like last week, guys, we do have our sponsor Cash App. So if you don't use Cash App, you can go ahead and download it. Use my code. It's right down there below. You get $5. So V16LBNA. Follow that. Add it. Use it. That's a great way to transfer money really quickly. If you need to get some money to somebody, you send it over, and it doesn't really charge a whole lot. I don't know, man. What's going on with you guys? There's been, guess there's a little drama in the IFL and the AFL. You know, IFL thinking that the AFL's trying to poach players, and I mean, it's duh. You're all looking at the same pool of players, not necessarily poaching. It's just trying to get the best players. So, uh, My bad. These messages, just some crazy stuff just happened. um, yeah, man, what's going on with you guys? I want to hear it from you. What do you want to hear about? You know what I mean? What do you want to talk about? Just come on and chat with me. I'm gonna keep doing this till one of you come on and chat with me. Nah, hopefully I can get my fantasy football guys on here too, talking fantasy football. Uh, you know, um, we'll get it. We'll get it. I'm just really getting used to doing it by myself. It just feels like I'm just talking out there. So if you guys hearing me, go ahead and let me know what's up. Let me know what's going on. I'd love to hear from you. Um, yeah, it's just been, man, it's just been a little busy this week. A lot of stuff going on, just figuring my own personal stuff out. So, I hadn't really had a chance to really sit down and check in on the sports this week. But man, I can tell you there is a lot of stuff as we get closer to the draft about the Broncos. There's a couple mock drafts coming out too. So, oh yeah, I forgot I was supposed to look at the quarterbacks and I didn't have a chance to, but there's a couple mock drafts. Let's see what this one says. Um, yeah, so Josh Edwards has of CBS Sports has us taking a quarterback, JJ McCarthy, at 12. That was in the 18th. Marcus Mosier has us taking a quarterback as well too, from 33rd team. Daniel Jeremiah from NFL.com has us taking an edge rush, Jared Verse from Florida State. Denver is another potential landing spot for a quarterback. In this exercise, though, they complement some of the young talent in the secondary with a difference maker up front. It would be good to get a solid edge rusher up front again. I think it's been a while since we had a solid edge rusher. I think, once we traded away Bradley Chubb 2 seasons ago, that kind of changed everything on the edge at least. Charles McDonald and Nate Tice of Yahoo also have us taking an edge rusher. But Dallas Turner out of Alabama. Man, shoot. Let's see. Denver ends up in a tough spot here with the favorite quarterbacks off the board, but it can bolster another premium position that needs an infusion of talent. Yeah, I see that. Doug Farrar, touchdown wire, has us taking a quarterback. Bo Nix. Okay, so a couple edge rushers, couple quarterbacks. Eddie Brown, San Diego Union Tribune, has us taking cornerback Quinion Mitchell. Don't let the small school pedigree fool you. Placing Mitchell on the same field as Patrick Surtain would create a no-fly zone in the Mile High City. He was clearly the best quarterback in Mobile at the Senior Bowl. Mitchell is a proven ball hawk who wins with a mixture of elite athleticism and physicality. I just don't know about a cornerback for a first pick. Um, Especially with George Payton coming back. I think he just really be trying to get fired before the season's over with if he picks another cornerback. So I don't know about that. Chris Trapasso of CBS Sports. He's got him taking tight end Brock Bowers. Sean Payton knows the impact an electric tight end can have on an offense and cannot pass on Bowers here. So true. I like that. I like that. I think we need a tight end. I think that's a position we should look at. So if it's not going to be a quarterback, I wouldn't mind that. Ryan Wilson of CBS Sports, Jared Verse, I think I said that one. Phil Yates, JJ McCarthy. The Ringer has another cornerback, Terrion Arnold. I think some of these people just didn't want to say to the Broncos. They don't want to show the Broncos having a quarterback in the first round, but I don't know. Unless we draft back, get some picks in the second round, picking up our quarterback in the second round, so we got like 2 or 3 more picks, and then we're taking a cornerback, in the late, 30s in the first round. Let's do it. But Bleacher Report has us taking J.J. McCarthy. Michigan, J.J. McCarthy isn't on the same tier as Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden Daniels, but he presents an intriguing upside as a 21-year-old prospect who has yet to fully tap into his potential. Dang. Shoot, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't mind JJ McCarthy. I don't want a cornerback in the first round. I don't know how I feel about Bo Nix. Maybe just because of his age. I think he's a little older. Um, but I wouldn't mind JJ McCarthy. It sounds like he has some energy to instill into the offense, and then that way we can get some pieces around him as well too. Um, yeah. I don't know. We'll see where they go. Looks like the mock drafts are starting to pick up, so we'll see a more. We'll see a few more coming out as we get closer. The next few weeks, obviously, and then with the draft coming up in April. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if they do try to make a move for it. And I think everything really hinges on what they end up doing with Russell Wilson first. And it seems like we're starting to get traction and more information around that as well too. So as we go forward, I feel like there'll be more stuff picked up. Hopefully I can just stay on top and bring you guys some of that good information. Other than that, I just want to bring you some random stuff too. So if you're out here, you're watching, you're in Denver, something sports related, let me know, man. I'd love to get you on here. I'd love to chat about it. I'd love to have some guests come in and talk about the Broncos, talk about the Nuggets, talk about the Avalanche, whatever it may be. We can come and talk about the Flyers. We can talk about, DC, Defenders or whatever it may be, maybe talk about the Rapids and the Rush. I'm all for it, man. Let's just keep it going, keep competition alive. Sports is what gears us and fuels us. I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling now. Nah, but thank you guys for joining me. As always, it's always been a pleasure. This is Mile High Bandwagon. Next week I'll have some more information for you guys. It's been hectic, but I did just want to come on and kind of touching that whole Russell Wilson thing. What do y'all think about that, man? Where would you like to see Russell Wilson end up? Maybe. That's a good question. So hit me up, follow me on X at 303 Bandwagon, and let me know, where would you like to see Russell Wilson end up? Or would you like to see him back with the Broncos? So like I said, man, at first I was like, get him out, go find something new. But then looking around the market, it's like, unless you're bringing in Justin Fields, I don't think there's another veteran worth bringing in that's going to be better than Russell Wilson. It's going to do a difference. Everybody's saying Ryan Tannehill. Why? What is he proving to show? He hasn't done anything but lost in the playoffs. So it's the same thing. At least Russell Wilson has a ring to show for it. So we'll see, man. Other than that, like I said, thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure rocking with me here over on Shady Sports Network. I am C Green. This is the Mile High Bandwagon, and I hope you guys have an amazing day.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.